Okay, here is a new tool called TreeView list that you can type TV to open the window. This tool is a new tool implemented in NMRFAM-SPARKY for advanced organization of your spectral views and spectra. So as you can see here, it has a hierarchical order of molecule condition, spectra, and views. So under molecule it has condition, and then under the condition spectrum and view. And then if you have multiple views, for instance this one is 2 millimole 2M data. If you have multiple one, let's say this one, I type VD to duplicate, and then if you update it, you can see that it's here. Another one will be listed under the actual spectrum, so you can easily see that, okay, I have two associated views here. And then if you want to hide it, you can either just click hide or show, or double click will work as the same. And then if you open the setting window for this view, you can just simply right click or click the settings button. So if I right click on this view, then it will open view setting like this. As you might notice that the contour setting button is now new implemented in the view settings, so you can actually go to control level setting here, and then you can change color far more easier than before. And then there are tons of colors that you can choose from here. So anyways, so on the other hand, if you select this spectrum, so you can see that this one is spectrum while the other children are views. So if you select a spectrum and then click right button or this settings, it's gonna open spectrum property window that you can change your setting here. So you can also put something that you want to keep in this for this spectrum. So you can type anything in and then hit apply. When you save it, this information will be saved, and then you can check what have you noted for this spectrum later. Okay, so so if you just want to close this guy, and then if you update it, then you can see that it's gone right now like this. And then you can show and hide entire things under your selection. So let's say if you select 2D spectrum and views and then click hide, everything under that will be hidden like this. And then if you click show, you can see that everything will be toggled on. And then same goes for the spectrum. So you can hide one particular spectrum and turn on like this if you have multiple views. So let's say if you type VD, so you have two of these spectrum, so you have two spectrum. And then if you just want to turn this off, you can click hide, and all the views associated with this spectrum will be hidden, and then you can make it visible like this. Okay, and then this is useful if you want to have a different condition. So let's say you set this spectrum, so you can go to spectrum property view by just right click on this guy, and then okay, I'm just gonna set it. This one is 2 OMe molecule and condition it 2 millimolar. If you set it like this and then update, you can see that new molecule and condition will be listed below. Undefined molecule, undefined condition. Then you can manage it separate. A little more easy. You can do the same thing for the other molecule like this. You can see that it's below here. So this is useful if you need to organize tons of experiments and different conditions, as if you have mutants and different molar ratios and so on. So it's gonna be much easier for you to handle all different kind of experiments all together. And you might be wondering how I manage these view sizes. There is a new tool implemented called Organize Neighbors. You can just type ON, and then you can see that neighboring experiments will be resized using the one that you are selecting, and then will snap to the experiment that you have. It works fairly well for the most of Windows system, but apparently Linux means Cinema. Once you select it, then it makes the selected window a little bit raised, so that makes sometimes it's not working perfect, but most of the time it should. So if you just hit ON multiple times, then you can easily manage it with the same look and feel. And also in the easy control window, I implemented new button uniform, so you can change the level and factor and lowest threshold by just selecting multiple experiment, and then if you click uniform, it will utilize the very first experiment you are selecting. So in this case 2 millimolar 2 OMe experiment, this one is the reference and everything will be set regarding this. So let's say this one is the experiment. I think I can just double click on it and change it. Let's say I would like to use level 20. Okay, if I update, I can see that it has been changed to 20. Okay, I want to use the level 20. I selected everything and then click uniform. Then you can see that everything will be changed using this thing. So everything is now level 20, and also it utilizes the size that from the experiment that you're selecting. So it will utilize the size of 2 millimolar 2 OMe. Then the size is identical. If I just put this on to the other experiment, that is perfectly eclipsed. So it's the same size. And also if you want to make it well organized again, you can just type ON here and there. It's gonna snap it to the one that you're selecting like this, and then you can save it. So also the control associated one key mode is now a lot like Office or Word or more general tools. So you can select all the peaks by Control A, Control C. It works as Control A for the Office programs. You select everything, and Control C is gonna select and copy everything. You can paste onto the other experiment using Control P. So let's say if I delete this, all the peaks in this window. So I did Control A and delete. So delete is somewhat cumbersome in Mac systems. In this case, you can do Control D instead. So if I want to move all the ornaments from here to here, I can just do Ctrl A, Ctrl C to copy all the ornaments in this window, and then paste by Ctrl P. Oh, I'm sorry, Ctrl V. As you could see, Ctrl P is the print. So it used to be the PT, also PT still works, and then Ctrl P is the same hotkey for the other programs in general, so that works as print. So Ctrl A, Ctrl C, and then move to the other Ctrl V will work like the other general software packages. That may be helpful, and then easy to understand how that works. And also you can change the size of peaks by Ctrl K and J. You can see that Ctrl K and J will change your peak size, while Ctrl N and M, Ctrl N and M will change your label size. So you no longer need to open your ornament size, which was OZ, and then change from here. It's much easier. I mean, still you might need to open this window if you want to change a little in more detailed step, but I mean in general I think it will be very helpful once you don't want to. I mean, if you just need to just change the size for better visibility of the labels or peaks. And also line thickness is actually changing. It did not work in the past, and also I made a very simple drop down menu that you can change, right? So I think sometimes line thickness too is much better to distinguish from the contours. I think that will be also same for you too. And yeah, that's it. And oh, okay, so you can save and open with the Ctrl S and Ctrl O too. So if you want to open some experiment, Ctrl O could be used. Ctrl O is same as FO, and then Ctrl S is JS, saving project. So it's pretty much very similar to the one that you could expect from the other software. And Ctrl All is replace. There are other shortcuts that I have implemented here and there, and then you can find it from user group. I uploaded one page shortcut cheat sheet for these new shortcuts. So please visit by type capital S, capital F.